As you know, we've got a new technician with us, so I'm going to be saying a quick welcome to our new technician, and then we have our first tryout of the presenters that's going to be joining me a little bit later. So I want to welcome you to Siyabonga. Good afternoon and good evening, and it's wonderful to see you.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
so glad you agreed to come and join us here on Fireside Chat this evening, so everyone at home can actually see who's going to be helping us fix the Gunda. And so far so good, hey? You're doing well so far.
I'm doing well. I think since I came, see the car is behaving as well.
It is, hey? So you've got the golden touch already. It's good to see. So there's been a little bit of confusion over your name to begin with. So your name is Siyabonga. Yeah, and that means?
In Zulu it's say thank you.
Thank you in Zulu, So I don't know where the mix-up came from, but so your actual name is Siyabonga Comfort Tusi. Tusi.
Yes.
So just explain for me the English name. Why do you have an English name as well? Is that just your parents trying to give you?
Yeah, my parents just gave it to me.
Because I find that a lot. There's a lot of people that I've worked with, and they have an English name as well as an African name.
Yeah, it's actually a Christian name, sort of.
Okay.
So when you have to go and baptize, then they'll give you an English name as well.
Okay. So that's where it comes from. So I've learned something new tonight. So you've moved from where? Whereabouts are you from?
Actually from KwaZulu-Natal, in a small town called the Showe. It's next to Mpangeni and Richards Bay.
Oh, in Pangani, I've been there. So that's right on the east coast. Okay.
I'm from there. Then did my matric down there, and then I went to Durban, where I did my electrical engineering diploma. Then after 2.5 years, then I moved to Johannesburg, where I started to work for SABC for 2 years.
Okay, and SABC is the local channel, TV channel.
It's a national broadcaster of South Africa.
And you were a technician for SABC?
Yeah, I was a technician for SABC.
Oh, fantastic. So this is a big move for you from Johannesburg into the bush.
Into the bush, enjoying it,
Are you?
Yes, I got to see some animals that I used to see them on TV. Now I've seen them, some of them live.
Oh, fantastic. So which animals would you love to see?
A giraffe.
A giraffe?
Yeah.
Okay, have you not seen a giraffe yet?
No, not yet.
So we'll have to try and take you out next time we see them on quarantine. And see if we can have a look for a giraffe for you. I think you also got quite excited for...
Keep on talking, please.
Okay, we're just going to cut to the fire quickly. We'll be back very shortly. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry about the short break. But as I was saying, you're getting quite excited about seeing hyenas on the screen as well. And unfortunately, just as I said, we've had hyenas, and we said, oh, brilliant, where? They disappeared. So that's another one Are you looking out to see?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it as well. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for joining me. Sorry, it's a very short and sweet interview, but hopefully we'll have you on the Fireside Chat again at some stage.
All right, thank you very much.
That'd be awesome.
Okay.
But welcome to the team.
Okay.
It's a wonderful pleasure to have you here.
All right, thank you.
And hopefully we'll try and find some animals for you as well.
Yeah. All right,
thank you very much, Siyabonga. So as Siyabonga leaves, I'm going to be welcoming our new tryout presenter, Jacques. So Jacques, if you want to make your way to the hot seat. And good evening, and another very big welcome to
Good evening,
the
yeah, welcome. Thank you very much.
It's good to have you with us.
Yeah.
So how have you been finding it so far?
Very nice, must say very nice. Quite a nice experience. Yeah, the bush is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, and the people here are very nice to work with and friendly. Yeah, it's a really nice. Yeah, it's a nice crowd here. Yeah.
So how's the nerves holding out?
The nerves, yeah,
You're slowly getting over them?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
getting easier with each drive?
Easier with each drive. It's just learning the roads in the beginning and knowing where to go and plan your own thing if you know what I mean. More a sense of being in control. Because now you have to ask which way, where am I going, where am I, and things like that. Yeah. You feel more confident.
I remember that one very well. I do remember.
Well, I'm used to it now. I've worked a few places, so I'm getting used to that feeling anyway.
Yeah, because I remember on my first interview, I came down about an hour before I went on drive. I had a quick look at the map, and then I was sent out. So that was even more like, oh, where am I going? But I know exactly, you like to be in control of your own game drive, and it can get very frustrating when you don't know where you're going. And you can hear things being called in on the radio, and you don't know where they are. So
yeah, no, I heard that this afternoon we were there at the Hippo, at Bubbles. I heard the hyenas calling somewhere, and I was like, there's 3 roads going from there, and I wasn't sure which one to take to go and look for them. So yeah, it's a bit frustrating at the moment, but we will work around it. It's a small thing, so it's going to be 5-6 days maybe, then you'll know the roads here. It's quick.
Oh, it took me a couple of months. I found it very difficult there. But I came from a reserve where it had a huge mountain that pointed north. So wherever I was on the reserve, I knew exactly where it was. Whereas here, as you were saying the other day, there's no landmarks.
Yeah, no landmarks. You're broken, and the sun goes down. It's even worse. You're really lost. Yeah.
That's it. So just before we carry on, if anybody would like to ask Jacques any questions, then you're more than welcome to send them through to questions@wildearthsafari.tv. And if you would like to ask him anything, as we're sitting around the fire here, please do. So just to continue on, just if you could give us a little bit of background, whereabouts are you actually from?
Whereabouts I'm actually from? It's very difficult to explain. I met a lot of friends in Stellenbosch when I was in college there, and I told them, listen, I'm from Carnarvon. And they're like, what? Well, where's that from? Are you sure? You must be an alien. I don't know. I never heard of it. It must be an alien. So yeah, it's a very small village in the middle of the Karoo, or the upper part of the Karoo. You get a small Karoo, as to explain. I don't know if the viewers have probably heard about Oudtshoorn. It's very famous for the ostriches, and we've got the Kango Caves there. It's close to Mossel Bay, George, that area. And then you move further up to the north. You get up to more drier, arid areas. It's where the Great Karoo starts on the other side of the mountains, and I'm smack bang in the middle there. So if you want to pull a line down in the middle, if you get a picture of Botswana, and there's Upington, there's quite a big town there, straight round from Upington to Cape Town, I'm right in the middle. Yeah, so about 300 kilometers from Upington. So the Botswana border is not too far from where I'm, 3.5, 4 hours drive.
So just to put into terms for everybody, we've gone from the east coast on Durban side with Siyabonga, and now we've gone to the west coast, which is where you're from basically.
Yeah, the west coast. Yeah, I'm basically in the middle, but the west coast is much. The west coast is much closer. And then, of course, the southern coast, Mossel Bay, that area, nice now, the garden route, to put it that way.
So it's a very, very different bush then. I think you were saying about the leopard. The first time I took you out to have a look at some of the roads.
Yeah.
And we happened across Karula because I wanted to see where she was as well. And Karula was sitting there, and you turned around to me and says, "Wow, she's huge. She's a big leopard."
Yeah, no, it's quite big leopard from what we used to. The Cape leopards are much smaller.
How sort of height-wise?
No, height-wise, the female we used to see quite often is about that size. So that's very small.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't think just as lethal as the big ones.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and the males that we've got there, they're proper size. Male leopards. Just the females, it's a bit smaller.
Yeah.
But they're absolutely lovely. Where I come from, we don't. My hometown, we don't have in that area. We don't have any leopard. Yeah, never heard of any around there anyway.
Yeah, because I think you've also been enjoying the leopard sightings here.
Yeah, it's absolutely unbelievable. Just to see them in real life, it's just it's not the same. Viewing them on TV like I did before, it's one thing. And then of course coming here and being 10-20 meters from that animal is absolutely something else.
Hey, I remember again on my first drive and meeting Mishu, and he came down the tree and was about 3 or 4 meters, and I was just absolutely ecstatic. I was like, wow, there's a leopard right in front of me, just pretty much as you were going, wow, because we spent a couple of minutes with Karuni. He said, wow, what a sighting, you know, she was a few meters away. And how long were we sat there? About 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yeah, it was about 5 minutes we sat there and it just got up. And it's amazing how I've been in sightings before, and we were like watching lion, for example. There was one sighting where it happened, and a guy would be on the radio, what's it behind you? What's walking there behind you? And you turn around, it would be a leopard, and it's like, out of the blue, there's a leopard, you know, they're so unpredictable, and they're everywhere, you can't ever let your guard down. Just checking, you never know.
Believe me, we've had a couple of times, we've heard things behind us.
Yeah, that brings us back to our drive this afternoon. Just as we came close to camp, we got some of the lot's staff, and they stopped in the road and they told us they got the leopard here. And it's just when we finished broadcasting, 5 minutes down the road, and there's the leopard just outside the gate here. Yeah, it's a tough one, but
well,
you can't get them all. You can't get them all.
Yeah, I do wonder if that was one of the boys from this morning, because I don't know if you were aware, we had Mishu, which I think you saw a bit of the drive. But there was another leopard that went off up towards Voiteller Access, which is this main road.
Yeah.
And I wonder if that's the same leopard that came back down.
It could be the same leopard, because, you never know how they walk around, eh?
Yeah,
it's an unpredictable thing.
Very unpredictable.
These animals. So, but my shins are almost cooked here. Very hot.
John actually built the fire. I just lit it while he was on drive. So you definitely know how to build a fire here.
Yeah, no, at least I can do that, right?
Yeah, for sure. And we're going to be using it to eat later on. Got some steaks later on. So
I'm going to put some steaks on it. Yeah,
oh yes,
be very
we are.
Nice. Yeah.
So we're getting some good calls. So sorry.
No, go.
Oh, we've got some questions coming through, but while I'm getting those, if you can give us a bit of background at where you're actually at the moment. What's been your working experience?
My working experience.
How long have you been a guide for?
I started in 2008 as a guide in Edo Elephant National Park. I started working for Sand Parks. I lived there in a park home that was falling apart. Actually, I had a nice friend living there with me. He went on studying law. So it was nice, very nice. Rookies. I worked there for about 3-4 months. Then I moved over to a concession in Edo Elephant National Park, and there I worked for them. I worked 11 months. During that 11 months, I came up here into Zululand. My friends got a training academy there, and I did my Fakasa level 2, and I redone my trails as well, my trails guide, and all my rifle assessments and things like that, to get qualified to start doing walks, taking guests out on trails. That's my biggest dream that I still want to do. And from there, I sent my CV out all around to Kruger, Sabi Sense, all these areas, hoping to find a job here to start doing trails, because it's a very lovely area to walk in. I mean, this is where it's happening. It's all happening. And I got contacted by Shamwari Game Reserve, it's in the Eastern Cape, and they offered me a nice job opportunity, and I thought, why not? I'm going to take this. It's much better than I'm having now. It's not going to be Kruger or Lowveld. I'm trying to get away from the Eastern Cape. but I only succeeded to move about 20 kilometers to the east. So I settled down again. So I reckon if I do that every 11 months, move 20 kilometers up north, I might get here in 20 years' time. Yeah. So yeah, and then from there, I really told them that I want to come and experience a proper bush, and they said no, they've got this property in Kruger called Jock Safari Lodge.
Okay.
And I told them, yeah, I'd like to come up to Jock and help them out and experience a bit of the real bush. And yeah, after about, how long was it, 9-10 months at January, I came up to Jock, and at the moment I'm at Jock Safari Lodge, and yeah, all is well at the moment there as well. Kruger also very beautiful, unbelievable, but here it's just like a step up. Yeah, I didn't thought it was going to get better, but it did get better. Yeah, it's crazy.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a question here from Binky, and she wants to know.
Hi, Binky.
And hi from me as well, Binky. Great to have you with us. But she would like to know how you're finding the drives, and are you enjoying getting the questions from the viewers?
Oh, Binky, definitely. Hey, because I'm new in this, and learning the roads and everything like that, and familiarizing myself with a new environment. I do like it, and I do like talking to people. I think I'm quite good. I've got good people skills, so it's nice talking to you, and it helps me relax more, and I look around more. It's very nice, and it's interesting to hear what you've got in your mind as well. No, it's very nice. People, please send those questions in. It's nice and interactive. I always tell my guests, if I drive around and game drive, it's like, if you don't ask questions, I'm going to start asking questions back at you. And it's like driving rocks around. I mean, it's people you can talk to. Please, guys, yeah, I don't like silence, eh?
Yeah.
I can also become silent. Just imagine and drive around for 3 hours, and I sit there and there's some interesting behavior or something going on. I just sit there like a rock. I wonder how you would experience that. So yeah, send those questions in. I love all of them. It's
yeah,
good.
definitely.
Yeah.
I think we all do on that one. It helps you think of new things as well. And if you sort of stuck for some inspiration, sometimes it helps you just to jog a memory and think, oh yes, and it really does help us out.
And it also helps if guests ask questions, then they open memory banks in your head. There's files in your head buried away from I don't know when.
Definitely.
And it opens up those memories and things come out, and it's nice experiences and answers you can think of. It stimulates you to remember all of those things. So yeah, questions. There's nothing like a dumb question, and don't worry, I've heard them all. There's nothing you will ask me.
I'm sure there's going to be a couple you haven't. Believe me.
Yeah.
As I said to you, my knowledge has increased tenfold since coming here, and that's all down to the viewers as well.
Yeah, I see this.
And I see you're very hungry for knowledge as well.
Definitely.
You've been eyeing up my books in my room, eh?
Yeah. See, this
I've been counting them, making sure I know it's not gone walking.
Very nice collection, yeah, and those are very, very expensive books to get.
Yeah. So no, I'm really glad that you've been here and trying out for us, and I think you've certainly hit the mark with a lot of the viewers. I'm sure a lot of people have been enjoying watching you. And,
I'm not.
And rooting for you.
Yeah, I've heard lots of comments and feedbacks and stuff like that. Yeah, I know. Can you see me blushing? Yeah. Luckily, I've got a big beard on. I'm not used to that spotlight and being in the limelight like that and people talking to you like that. I like to be humble, to sit down on the ground.
It's a good way to be, especially being in the bush. It's I don't know, it does ground you a lot. It really does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it makes you humble. The bush really makes you humble. And you're out there every day, and you look and you see, and you understand more of how nature works, and it really makes you humble to see where we humans basically fit in this whole earth and nature thing. Yeah, nature thing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I've got another question for you. You're looking a bit worried there.
Yeah.
But this is from Laurie. Hi, Laurie.
Hi, Laurie. How you doing?
Laurie would like to know, have you ever been to Canada? And if not, where would you like to go?
Laurie, Canada. Laurie, no, I've never been to Canada. I did have some guests on a previous drive that invited me to Canada a few times. And I wouldn't mind seeing Canada. I actually got my previous boss that I worked for, his sister is in Canada, so I was invited to Canada a few times by a few different people. I would love to go there. At the moment, here, I don't know with everything going on in the world today. I think South Africa is probably one of the safest places to be. And if you look at natural disasters, it's happening all
I'm
over the
sure,
world.
yeah.
And I don't know what's going on in Libya and things like that. But yeah, definitely I'd like to go to America at least, and Canada, definitely America and Canada, and see what's going on there. And I've been in Europe, I've seen a bit of Europe. Maybe I'll try Scotland Island a bit later on in
They're
life.
beautiful, hey? They
Yeah.
really are beautiful.
You can tell me more about that. You're
Yeah.
from there, aren't
Well,
you?
I'm from England,
From
so
England,
I'm
yeah.
just over the border.
Yeah.
But yeah, we obviously being so close, we've been there a couple of times, or to Scotland at least.
Yeah,
I've yet
Scotland.
to get to Ireland one of these days. I've heard it's stunning. It's known as the Emerald Isle.
Emerald, yeah.
Yeah,
And the
so,
Guinness, I heard, I thoroughly enjoyed the Guinness in
Oh,
England.
there you go. Definitely
Yeah,
go down
but
well
they say
there.
it tastes different in Ireland.
Oh,
Yeah.
apparently, very much so. Unfortunately, I haven't
enjoyed
developed
it.
a taste. I'm sorry, but maybe one of these days. But yeah,
That's good.
so, certainly a beautiful country, though.
Yeah, just that I'll probably, when I do go, I'll go in summertime to Canada and those places because it gets quite cold there, and I'm not very fond of the cold at all. Yeah, I like to call myself a reptile. I'm a desert creature. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I moved over here.
Yeah, I'm getting away from that. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Hey, rains twice a year, once for 6 months, and then 6 months after that.
After that, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually quite interesting. I read this book. It's sorry guys, this is itchy in my eyes. Amazing South Africa, or Wonderful South Africa. I can't remember exactly the name of the book, and they give all these interesting and funny facts about South Africa and things South Africans have invented. And they say in Johannesburg, you think you get lots of rain in London or in the UK. That in Johannesburg, actually, the annual rainfall is more than what it is in London or in the UK. Because you got this small, light drizzle, continuous drizzle all the time there. They got lots of thunderstorms, and so it's proper rain falling a lot there. So they actually said it's raining more.
I can imagine,
So
actually.
on the day it will rain more, but there's more sunny days, but you will have the continuous soft drizzle
yes.
all the time.
You don't see the sun very often.
Yo, it's like a hectic.
Very much so.
That's why you probably invented the sunbed to get tanned.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Yeah.
Well, we have a question, or we actually have a comment from Nancy. She's saying, hi, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
But she's
Hello,
saying
hello.
if you want to push your chair back, she says they don't mind. If you are getting your legs burned.
No, Nancy, it's fine now. I'm just worried about the hair. I'm going to catch fire. But it's right. But the fire is cooled down now, but it's actually very comfortable now. Yeah,
Yeah, I think we're definitely getting some good calls here.
yeah. I'm just waiting for those T-bones.
Yeah, I think Steph's going to be shouting T-bone time at the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll definitely have to see if we can do a couple of behind-the-scenes clips while you're here as well.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, well, don't guarantee. Yeah, sensitive viewers don't much. You never know what might happen.
Yeah, that's true. Eh?
Sometimes got some animal behavior coming through, so you never know. Yeah, some things people do in their off times. It's kept there.
Oh no, we do have some fun. You should actually check out some of the behind the scenes. There's some fun things there. Definitely, like snakes in camp and the baboons. And then when we did have a huge thunderstorm, we all started dancing out here, and we managed to catch some of it. Yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah, I actually had a big baboon spot the second night here in my room. It's like, yo.
Oh,
You
sure,
know,
yeah.
I don't mind seeing them during the day in the bush running around or something like that. But at night time when you're getting ready for bed, and this thing is like that size, and it runs on the window, and you hear running there. It's like, ooh, it's a bit worrying where it's going to go at night. So I just gently help it out.
I think we each have our little creatures. I have scorpions in my room. I've found a couple of Parabuthus scorpions.
Oh,
yeah. One shared a shower with me.
Is it?
Yes.
Are you in the one corner, you in the other corner?
No, he was on my foot.
Oh, on your foot?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if ever you're staying in my room at some stage, if I'm on leave or whatever, then yeah, just be careful.
Be careful with the scorpion.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
So,
it definitely likes the females more. Well, it's probably a male scorpion if it didn't stung you.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then we do have the snakes that go into the back room as well.
Is it?
Yeah, into the old final control. So there's been a couple of snakes in there.
Oh, really?
So if you've got scorpion, I think, no, spider up in Seb's old room, then that must be the spider room then.
Spider
So
room, yeah.
we're slowly building up a little menagerie here.
I can see that, yeah. It's just, snakes-wise, just I always wonder about snakes. Is do you have, if you encountered black mamba or anything like that around here?
Black mambas we do have out in the bush. There's a few big black mambas, probably about 2.5 meters.
But you never encountered some of them around?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay,
We've had the spitting cobras. That's the ones that go into the final control.
All right, yeah,
nasty
ones, yeah.
Yeah, it's very relaxed, hey, very, very relaxed. Just came in and chilled and kind of didn't even see that we were there, so yeah, they just carried on with his own thing.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with all the creatures, great and small, but I respect them in their house, and then, but in my house, yeah. Not their place, unfortunately.
I've got a question. I've got a question here from Lee. Hi, Lee, from
Hello,
the UK.
Lee. Yeah.
Wants to know, where have you travelled in South Africa?
Oh, Lee, we have travelled to South Africa. I think I've pretty much been all over in South Africa. Where I haven't been, I think, is Limpopo. We're still in Mpumalanga at the moment.
We're actually on the border, hey. So
border
here we're actually in
Limpopo.
Limpopo. Just on the border here, and then Mpumalanga is just outside the gate.
Outside the gate, basically. So I'm just in Limpopo the first time, so I've seen a little bit of Limpopo. I've been all over through Mpumalanga, Kruger, obviously. I've been in the northwest province. There were some cities, Pilanesberg. I went there as well. I've pretty much been all over South Africa, and then of course the Northern Cape, where I'm from, the Great Karoo, which is probably the biggest province in South Africa, very big. And then of course going up in the Kalahari, which is still Northern Cape as well, which is one of my favorite places. Absolutely beautiful. The orange sand dunes with that umbrella thorn, acacia tortillas, I think, it stand there. Nothing comes close to that place. Early in the morning, sunrise, and then sunset. You want to live here from about 9 o'clock in the morning, summer times. Everything stops, everybody's hiding. Close the doors, climb in underneath your bed, just lay on the cement, because that's the coolest place to be. Absolutely amazing place. I recommend anybody, please go have a look at the Kalahari. It's absolutely a gem. And then of course I've been to the West Coast. The water is way too cold to go in there. Alright. Yeah, and coming down the West Coast all the way to Cape Town, the Western Cape, and then of course the Boland, as we call that, or the wine district, Stellenbosch, Paarl, Franschhoek. And then the garden route I've done up and down lots of times, and then it's the Eastern Cape where it ends, basically in Port Elizabeth, which is the closest city to me where I'm based at Somare, as we just said earlier on. So yeah, pretty much everywhere, and in Natal. And border of Mozambique, and then I went through Swaziland as well. So I've been pretty much all over South Africa.
What's Swaziland like, actually? I've not been.
Swaziland is very similar. It's almost like a blend between the savannah of Kruger and almost a forest of Natal. So it's very nice, very beautiful, very similar to what we've got here around us, and obviously more hilly. You'll drive up and you will drive down, so it's very nice there as well. Swaziland, very small country inside South Africa.
I've got a question here from WePat, if you want to answer it.
WePat. No, shout, I'll see.
She wants to know, are you married?
Married.
As I'm sure a lot of the viewers would like to know.
No, I'm not married. I told you I don't drive. No, not yet.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, normally saying my wife, she either still needs to be born or she already died, because I haven't met her yet. So come on, guys, send those photos in, eh? I never know.
I think on that note, unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye. But thank you very much for joining me here on Fireside Chat.
Thank you very much for having me here. It's a great pleasure being here.
It's been a lot of fun having you here. And you're on drive tomorrow morning, hey?
I'm on drive tomorrow morning. 6 o'clock, is that right?
6 o'clock Central African time.
Central African time.
So if you'd like to have another drive with Jacques, then please join him then. And as I say, he's certainly been entertaining us here at camp as well. So here's good luck, fingers crossed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you again for joining us. And here's hoping maybe you'll make the team.
Maybe I'll make the team,
So, thank you very much for your questions, everybody. Thank you for joining us here on Fireside Chat as well. well. I hope you enjoyed it and seeing a little bit more of Jacques. But as I say, if you'd like to join us on Drive tomorrow morning, then 6 o'clock Central Africa time is when you need to tune in. But for myself and the rest of the crew here, have a great night. We'll see you again soon. Bye everybody.
Bye bye everyone. Bye bye.